So today we're dealing with 2000 Pontiac Firebird. It's got the V8, and we're looking at getting into that oil pressure sensor. It's a real treat. I found one really good forum on LS Tech, and they kind of walk you through a few tips and tricks, but I feel like they're leaving some stuff out. I'm here to gonna cover all their tricks and then add a few of my own, starting with tools I use to kind of get this whole thing going. First off, you can't see the sensor. There's no way you're ever going to see the sensor without this mirror right here. So that's essential, retractable. You can get it up in there, see where you need to be. I got two flashlights because I put one on the fuel rail and then one on the side. Just light up that whole zone as best as you can. The special socket for this sensor is a must. If you're gonna fight anything else, it's not even worth it. And then I have this 4-inch extension here. This one's got the swivel just for that extra movement while you're up in there. The ratchet with the swivel as well. Torque wrench for getting that sensor dialed. And then this is a coat hanger that I bent up. It's going to allow you to get in there and pull up on that connector tab, get that loosened up. And then this for fishing that connector out of the giant hole it gets stuck in. Paint marker. And of course, paint marker. Because you're going to want to put a little red dot on that tab so that when you're in there trying to plug it in, you can see in the mirror which way to orient your connector. Oh, and how could I forget the pad that they're all laying on. All right, now to get us started here. Right, now, where'd my mirror go? Okay, so what I've already done here is this is a PVC hose that runs across into this clip. I've just disconnected it over here. I'll show you that in a second. And then the other hose attached to that clip is also some sort of PVC. Okay. So it's gonna have that plugged into this. You guys wanna be really careful with this super weird vacuum adapter plug thing. It's gonna be real brittle, real squishy, real gross. Go ahead and check yours for leaks too, since you're back up in here. So I disconnect that, I'll move this hose here out of the way, and then where you're shooting is between the back of the intake and this hose. So if we get up in here, see if I can get it. There's our plug, and underneath that is our sensor. Now that tab on the top there you can see is where we're going to be aiming for with our coat hanger. I'm going to try and hook that in, pull up on the tab, disconnect that, get it out of the way. I've already done that, and I've installed our new sensor. Giant pain in the butt. The forum I found said 177 inch-pounds on that. Okay. And what you'll do is you'll just fish that socket down in there. The best way I see to look at it from the outside, so you don't get all confused in the mirror, is aim between the manifold and this hose with the clip. You can see that hose with the clip sensor. Okay, than that, it's pretty much take your time, put your patient pants on, and I wore gloves the whole time while I was working on it. Gloves are a lifesaver, get you all scratched up in there. You might have to move these throttle cables around a little bit. I just relocated mine off of this tab here. You can see where I put my flashlight, where I'm fishing in. right here, under the throttle cables, is that big hose I took out. I guess it just goes in something like that. So, that's really all there is to it. Just take your time and enjoy.